Welcome and thank all of you who are here tonight to celebrate this special occasion with us, especially those of you who came from out of town. I would like to start off by reading a short story and sharing it with you. I was sitting on a beach one summer day watching two children, a boy and a girl, playing in the sand. They were hard at work building an elaborate castle by water's edge with gates and towers and moats. Just when they had nearly finished their project, a big wave came along and knocked it down, reducing it to a heap of wet sand. I expected the children to burst into tears, devastated by what had happened to all their hard work. But they surprised me. Instead, they ran up to the shore, away from the water, laughing and giggling and holding hands, and sat down to build another castle. I then realized that had taught me a really important lesson. All the things in our lives, all the complicated structures we spend so much time and energy creating, are built on sand. Only our relationships to other people endure. Sooner or later, the wave will come along and knock down what we have worked so hard to build up. When that happens, only the person who has somebody's hand to hold will be able to laugh. I hope that you, Paul and Stacey, will always remember to hold hands throughout your lifetime, so you'll be sure to make it through the rough times as well as the good times. Throughout one's lifetime, as we all know so very well, there are probably just a handful of times that one can say were the happiest, most memorable days of our lives. While in college, I spent a summer in California with my best friend, at that time unknowingly, my husband-to-be. I can vividly recall reminding both of them that it is probably as good as it gets. Then 37 years ago, I married Barry on November 24th, 1973. And I certainly could add that night evening to my list of happy moments. Then when I gave birth to my sons Paul and Greg, or the absolute joys of my life, I remember thinking that's such happiness I will never experience again. Well, I was very wrong. I would have to say that today, anticipating the marriage of Paul and Stacey, I am totally lost in a world full of excitement and joy. Words cannot properly express how overwhelmed I am to see my son, Paul, marry the girl of his dreams. I thought from the very start that Paul and Stacey were made for each other. Paul kidded around about Stacey being good luck because her name is Winnie, and with Winnie, he said, you can't possibly lose. How right he was. Paul and Stacey complement each other in many ways. They share a love of sports. Neither of them like to shop. They both are graduates of the University of Michigan. They're both extremely intelligent. And they share so many common interests, and of course, they do both have their eccentricities. Stacey was drawn to the guy wearing a cape. How bizarre. Some other girl might have thought. But Stacey wanted to find out what this young man was all about. I was so proud of the young man that Stacey was attracted to. Paul, you have met my expectations of a wonderful, loving son, and I know that you will be a faithful and loving husband. Family was always important to me, and I see that trait in you as well. Stacey, I have never seen my son so happy as he has been the last 4 years of his life, which you have been a part of. I am thrilled to have a daughter-in-law that is devoted to my son. Her devotion was plain to see a few weeks ago when we had attended a family wedding and Paul became ill. Stacey took care of Paul the way I would have, and everyone here knows what a mother would do for her child when he is sick. Stacey rose to the occasion. She couldn't have been more empathetic, loving, and caring. I took a step back and let her care for him. Stacey, thank you for being here. I would like to officially welcome Stacey to our family and extended family who already adore her. I am thrilled to share my name with you, but I am just as thrilled to have you keep Winnie as your middle name, because once again, as Paul put it, you can never lose with Winnie. Finally, just a word of advice. Never go to bed angry and always work at your marriage as if each day were a new beginning. So I pray today that both of you will always have nothing but health and happiness and fun in the years ahead as a married couple. I love you both.